You follow a system every week that no one is forcing you to follow. And if you decided not to, nothing would physically stop you. No alarm would lock you in. No barrier would appear. So why don't you? You wake up Monday morning, and your entire week is already decided. 5 days, you work. 2 days, you recover. And then it resets again and again and again. No one enforces it. No one even talks about it. And yet, you follow it perfectly. So something doesn't add up. If no one is controlling this, why does everyone obey it? Because this system was never supposed to last this long. Go back far enough, and this structure disappears. No Monday, no weekend, no fixed schedule, just work when there's work, and stopping when you physically can't continue. There was no balance. That wasn't the goal. Survival doesn't care about balance. It only cares if you make it. Then, slowly, we started shaping time. Agriculture introduced cycles. Plant, wait, harvest, repeat. Religion added something new. A forced pause. A boundary. For the first time, life started splitting, but not cleanly. Because even then, people didn't really stop. 6 days, 7 days, sunrise to exhaustion, and no one questioned it. Because questioning doesn't help you survive. Until something started breaking. By the early 1900s, everything should have been working. Factories were everywhere. Machines are faster than ever. Production was scaling. This should have been the peak. But instead, things started slipping. Workers slowed down. Mistakes increased. Accidents rose. People were burning out and didn't come back. And here's what didn't make sense. They were working more than ever. So why was everything getting worse? The response felt obvious. Push harder, add hours, demand more. But every time they did, output dropped even further. And that's when the idea appeared. Quietly, dangerously. What if the system itself was the problem? Then in 1926, something happens that shouldn't work. Henry Ford makes a decision. He cuts the work week. 6 days, down to 5. Same pay, less time, no trade-off. From the outside, this looks reckless. If he's wrong, every competitor wins. Every factory outproduces him, and he loses everything. Because this breaks a rule everyone believes. More time equals more output. And Ford just ignored it. And at first, nothing dramatic happens. No instant breakthrough, no obvious shift. It just looks like people having time. But then, something changes. Workers come back sharper, more focused, fewer mistakes, higher output in less time, more production, which shouldn't be possible unless the rule was wrong, unless pushing harder was never the answer. And Ford wasn't alone for long. Other companies tried it and saw the same results. And this is where it gets strange. Time didn't just create rest, it created behavior. Because when people finally had time, they didn't just recover. They moved. They went out. They bought things. Things they never had time for before. Give people time, and they start wanting things. And that's when the realization hits. Time doesn't just restore energy, it creates demand. And demand changes everything. And suddenly, this isn't just about work anymore. It's a system. The weekend wasn't designed this way at first. But this is what it became. Just enough rest to keep you productive. Just enough time to keep you spending. And for the first time, the system feeds itself. And once that worked, it spread fast. Not because it was humane, because it was efficient. And this is where something subtle happens. Something you don't notice. It stops being a decision and becomes a default, not a rule written down, a pattern everyone copies. Companies adopt it. Industries standardize it. Governments reinforce it. And from that point on, it's not optional. It's infrastructure. You don't check if it makes sense. You check what day it is. Your job depends on it. School trains you for it. Your calendar runs on it. Even how you feel about time comes from it. Monday feels heavy. Friday feels earned. The weekend feels deserved. But none of that is natural. It's learned. You don't just live inside this system. It lives inside you. And here's where it starts to break. Because the world this system was built for doesn't exist anymore. Back then, work had edges. You left, you were done, your body stopped, your mind followed. Now, there is no edge, just a blur. Now work follows you, in your pocket, on your phone, into your home. You tell yourself, I'll just check one thing. And suddenly, it's 10:47 p.m. and you're still inside it. You say you're done working. But if that were true, why are you still thinking about it? Not because you have to, because you can't fully disconnect. You're not just working more. You're never fully stopping. Your body leaves work, but your mind stays connected. Always slightly on, always waiting, always a little behind. So now, the 5-day work week didn't disappear. It expanded. Because officially, you work 5 days, but mentally, you live inside it all 7. And those 2 days that were supposed to give you your life back aren't really yours anymore. They're recovery windows. Just enough energy to return, and you can feel it. That moment on Sunday when nothing is happening. But everything already has. It starts before the week does. That quiet pressure, that low hum of almost Monday. That's not random, that's conditioning. So why hasn't this changed? Because systems like this don't need to control you, they just need to shape what feels normal. And once that happens, you stop seeing them. You don't question them. You organize your life around them. You measure your life against them. You didn't just inherit this system. You were trained to fit inside it. The system doesn't control you. It controls what feels normal. And that's more powerful. The 5-day work week didn't survive because it was perfect. It survived because it was useful. Useful enough to build economies on. Useful enough to shape behavior around. Useful enough to become invisible. And this is the part no one likes to admit. So maybe the real question isn't, why do we work 5 days a week? Maybe it's this. If we designed life today from nothing, would this still exist? Because this isn't just a schedule. It's a system. You don't follow it because you chose it. You follow it because it feels normal. And the strangest part, even after seeing all of this, you'll still wake up tomorrow and follow it anyway. Not because you have to, because it's already inside you. But maybe that's exactly why it matters to question it. So let me ask you this. If you could redesign your week from scratch, what would it actually look like? Not what's realistic, not what exists now. What actually makes sense? I'm curious what your answer would be, because once you question one system, you start seeing the rest of them everywhere.